My husband misses being single. My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And let's unpack this a little bit. Let's give it more context. Because what he's comparing his married life to is being single. You could flip that over. That's how you do it. So he's married now, and he's basically saying, I wish I was single again. So why did he get married? If he liked being single so much, what was he looking forward to that he's not getting? So people get married, all of us get married, for two reasons, for two benefits. I call them the promises of marriage. Number one, which is pretty much the big vision, you might say, is that we're going to be happier. And when I say happier, I'm not vague in anything that I do. If you read my books or take my courses, you'll know what I'm talking about. I get really down into the details. So what I mean by happier is happier every single day of your life, and every day you're happier than the day before. To me, that's what being happier means. Is that fair? So that's what you wanted too. You wanted to be happier. Well, how does that happiness come? From getting stuff? No, because getting stuff always produces a temporary happiness, but it's temporary, it's fleeting. Here today, gone tomorrow. It's not why we get married. We don't get married for that kind of happiness where we accumulate possessions, including children. The happiness I'm talking about can only come from the one thing that everyone talks about at the surface level: love. Love is the most tangible, intangible there is. It's spiritual. Now, the Western psychologists, which is why I wish they would never do therapy for marriage, as they call it, or marriage counseling, is because they consider love to be an abstract thought. But the truth is that love is the real deal. It's like the essence of everything. It's the one thing we all crave at the deepest level, even though we don't talk about it. That's why you got married. You wanted to experience unconditional, always expanding love. Is that what you're feeling in your marriage? No, it's not. If you were, your husband would be too, and that's why he got married. But he's not getting that love. Now, coincidentally, because of how we are constructed as human beings, by our gender, a woman is more capable of connecting with her heart than a man is. It's built in. I don't care about what you've heard about equality. Equality on that level does not exist. On the level of a soul, sure it exists. But a man does not have that ability. So your husband went from being single and being distracted, entertained, always having something to look forward to. That's what being single is all about. Excitement. To thinking he was going for the big one, which is love. And instead, he got something else. I don't know what he got. I don't know what your marriage is like, but it's not that. So now what do you do? I'm going to tell you. You have to learn about marriage, first of all. And sure, for free, you can subscribe to this channel and learn tons about marriage. But if your marriage is already or you could get one of my books. But if your marriage is already at the place where your husband is letting you know he'd rather be single, I'm going to clue you in. Your marriage is heading towards divorce. It is. Now, it may go slowly towards divorce. At times it may go quickly, but that's its direction. That's the trend. Otherwise, he would never say anything so hurtful to you. He's basically begging you to become who he thought he was marrying. And you're not even sure what that is. See, most people don't know anything about love. What can you tell me about love? We don't learn about this in school. We don't learn about how to progress in love. We learn, what they're teaching the kids now is ridiculous, but back in my day, we used to learn history, we would learn science, math, but we never learned about relationships. And they're not teaching that now. They only teach about not bullying and stuff like that, but they don't teach about achieving love, which is why you got married. So it's not really your fault, but it's something that you can do something about when you learn how. It's not rocket science, but you do have to learn how. And as I said, you can get one of the books and you'll start to get a sense from watching the videos on this channel. You get a sense, but you probably need the course for women so you could snap your marriage back on the right track of happiness. You want to be happy. You want your husband to be happy. Probably by now you've tried fulfilling him more sexually. It's a band-aid. It's important. You should be there for your husband sexually. It's his need. As a woman, you don't have that same need. It's textured differently, but it is a need for your husband that you should be fulfilling, and you're probably trying it or already have tried it, and it only goes so far. Got to go for that love. And then, of course, the sexuality is part of that. So you got to get educated. Your situation is better than most because your husband is explaining it to you. You could say he's complaining, but I'd rather put it differently. I'd rather say your husband is explaining to you, honey, I'm not getting what I need. I'm telling you he's not able to articulate what he needs, and I'm also telling you what it is that he needs. Now you have enough to go on. You can experiment on your own. Some women are successful just watching this video. They go, oh, I got it. And they start behaving the way they did when they were dating. They start changing their habits. They start smiling again. They stop complaining, criticizing, condemning. They start being supportive, loving, complimentary, attentive. Others need more. Most need more. I hope this was helpful for you. If so, like it. You could leave a comment. You could tell me how much this helped you. I'd love those comments. You could share this. Peruse our website. Whatever you do, we're here for you. This is the Marriage Foundation, and we're here for you. So blessings to you, blessings to your husband, and blessings to your family. Thank you for spending time with me. God bless.